Okay, so I've put a bit more shadow around this area here, and something interesting happened with the lips, so I left it alone. Just want to darken the ear a little bit, and now I'm going to go back and do a little bit more to the eye. So using the 3/4 inch brush to begin with, I establish this dark again a bit more fully, shadow that's under the lower lid. Some dark here, and then where the light of the eyelid meets the dark of the socket of the eye, finding that direction. I'm going to deepen the tone that's here. Remember I said I was going to make that a little bit darker. The bit of skin that's there that's not quite getting the light because it's coming back into the face. And now I think I need the 1/4 inch brush to explain something a bit more of the iris. I think I want to push it back here so that it's kind of reading as circular. And as I do that, I'm also going to push back this edge that knows it's interfering a little bit. I think it needs to go back here so that it shows the edge of the iris and the different direction for the edge of the eyelashes. So just pushing the paint up with a brush that's damp but not dripping wet, so it's lifting off the dark and it's kind of dispersing the skin colour around there. And now I want to bring some sort of a colour onto the eyelid. It's not all going to be that light, so I've got some of the lighter cadmium orange going on here, and then the Windsor orange mixed with the cadmium orange is going to go in this area here, which is a little bit lighter in tone than in here, because the brow bone will probably catch the light a little bit, but it's still darker than the skin around it. And every so often you'll be inclined to do something out with the part that you're working on, and I think that's a really good idea, so that you never get really fully absorbed and kind of stuck in one area. Okay. Let me turn it that way just for a minute to let those runs stay where they are. I don't want them to run away totally vertically. And while it's turned that way, I can be making a colour that'll represent the shadow of the eyelashes again, because I want to deepen the tone of those once that area is dry enough. I'm going to use alizarin crimson and viridian green to make the dark this time. Here it is, alizarin, so that's viridian green there mixed with alizarin crimson here, and it gives me a nice dark tone. Now the brush is almost dry, so I'm going to pick up some of these drops around here and use it to make the paint a little bit more fluid. And as I look at it, I want to put some of the ultramarine blue into it just to sharpen that dark a bit more and to make it very different from the skin around the eye area, so that the lashes really read as dark lashes. Let's turn her back up now, I see. Okay. So I'm going to re-establish the direction of the eyelashes out here. Not quite dry there, but it's okay. And as the eyelid runs back to the corner, it's quite dark and slightly different direction. And I want to bring that same dark elsewhere. So I'll bring it down, maybe in the corner of the mouth, again looking closely at where the shadows reveal themselves to be. Now this is taking a bit of a risk here going this dark in the lips, but I know that I can use it as a reservoir, so I'm going to wash the brush now so that it's a bit damp, slightly wetter than damp I suppose, and I'm going to just kind of disperse the paint so that it's not such a definite dark to light there, and it gives a rounded feel for the lips. I'm just studying what direction there is to the edge of the lips. They're almost vertical here. I think that's okay for now. Yeah. And whatever colour goes below it then in the chin. I want it to be a slightly different dark down here, but I do want to re-establish the dark down here. And even the underside of the lower lip comes up a little bit. So again, it gives it a more rounded quality. And I'll find some of the dark. It's on the underside of the chin. Holding the brush this way allows the paint to run a bit more freely down the way.